Hi, welcome to Normski TV. Been a long time, 10 days to be precise. And just still haven't got over that loss against Aston Villa. That was our last game that we had before the international break, where we slumped to a 3-0 loss, absolutely humiliated at the Emirates. And it's taken a long time. Sorry I didn't make any posts. I was meant to do some podcasts, but just didn't get around to do it. So put my hands up. Apologies for that. We'll try and do better. But we are back with the Premier prediction show, and just to talk about what I do think is going to happen with us going away off the back of a loss to Leeds, who we know. They have a manager called Bielsa who's respected, very much respected in the Premier League and in all the other leagues. He has a team that plays at 100 miles an hour, Klopp style, rock and roll style, doesn't stop from minute 1 to minute 90. These players, regardless of whether they're losing or winning, they just keep going. And I'll tell you what, remember them coming to the Emirates in January 2020 in the FA Cup. And I'll tell you what, they gave us a run for our money. First half, they were all over us. And I was thinking, what's going on? Because you think it's Leeds from the Championship. We should be able to take care and deal with these players. But, we fortunately got the winner from Reece Nelson. We go through with a 1-0 win. And obviously that took us, obviously, we know the rest of the story. We go on and win the FA Cup when we beat Chelsea in the finals. But we're now back with the Premier League, and as I said, it's just been a long time. We had the international break. A lot has gone on in terms of England and what some of the games. Some were okay, some were not. But I really do miss the Premier League, and I just couldn't wait for it to be back. But yeah, we have got a massive game coming up, and we have to win this game. Aston Villa have just lost, to Brighton at home, 2-1. This is the Premier League, and this season particularly, where everybody's beating each other. So, I'm just hoping that Arsenal can pull their socks up and go up to Leeds and hope that they play with some sort of freedom. But knowing Arteta and knowing how Leeds play, I doubt if that's going to happen. As I said, we've just come off the back of a 3-0 loss, and Leeds themselves haven't been doing too well. They lost away to Crystal Palace 4-1 and at home to Leicester 4-1. So they've shipped 8 goals in 2 games. So they're in terms of their defence, it's not that brilliant. But we can't go out there thinking, just because they concede a lot of goals. As I said, anything can happen in the Premier League. And the one thing we've got to watch out for is that these team literally they play, one touch, 2 touch, pass and goal, and they play really quick. Now, whether Arsenal got the players to keep up with them is another question. And obviously, knowing Arteta, he would have looked at that side and looked at the way they played. And because we are playing very pragmatic at the moment when we're at home, I just think we're just going to go away to Leicester and Ellen Road and do this exactly the same thing. I mean, in terms of our record away to them, or in terms of the last biggest win we had was 4-0 in 2000, where we beat them 4-0, and then again we beat them 4-1, which was 16 years ago in 2003. So, the record is not too bad, but with this particular Arsenal side, it doesn't fill me with any hope at the moment. And, I'm hearing people like Paul Merson saying that, doesn't hold much hope with Arsenal going up there and getting a result. He thinks that Leeds are going to win. Even Ian Wright's coming out and saying that he's a little bit worried based on what he saw, in the early part of the last season in the FA Cup, where, they came to the Emirates and gave us a good goal. As I said, it's only fortunate that, Reece Nelson came up with the winner, and we go through, win the game, and we end up, as you know, going on and winning the FA Cup against Chelsea. But look, this game now, Arteta's got to really think about how he goes about this. We have got a number of injuries and a number of people that have been, licked with the COVID-19. Mohamed El Nene caught it whilst on international duty in Egypt. Also, Sead Kolasinac as well went away on international duty. He's ended up catching it as well. And then Thomas Partey, who's out injured with a left thigh problem. And so I was hoping that he'd be back, but it looks like the medical staff have assessed and said that he's not going to be ready for this weekend. I'm just hoping that come the game against Wolves when we play at home next week, that he will hopefully be ready for that. I'm hoping that Arsenal don't end up playing him in the Europa League, just make him rest and make sure we're ready for when Wolves come to us. But, you know, we're going into this game, as I said, off a 3-0 loss. We cannot afford to drop any more points now. We've lost, four in 10. Is it, how many games will we play so far? What's the fixtures? I don't even know how many games we've played. But, or 8, is it 4 in... Yeah, 4 in 9, I think it is. 4 in 9. Someone correct me in the comments. But we've lost 4 games. Won 4, lost 4. And it's not good. So, yeah, so we're going to our 9th game. So, yeah. So we've really got to really crack on and try and get a result. We're lying way down the table, around about 12th or 13th. And so, you know, we've got to push up the table, try and get a win away to Leeds, and try and push on from here. But as you know, this Premier League, it's so topsy-turvy. Anyone on their given day, if you're not on it, you're going to get taken apart. Simple as. So I'm just hoping that with what the players that are out and the players that are going to be available to our Arteta, my team prediction would be this: even though Arteta will probably go with something completely different, well, it might be close to it, because, as I say, he hasn't got much to work with at the moment because of so many people that are out injured. I'm going to go with a 3-4-3. I know 4-3-3 should be the one, but I think it's Leeds we're playing against. We're playing away from home. You know, we're playing defensive at home, so I'm going to go a bit cautious and just look at the back three. And so if we're going with a 3-4-3, I would go with Kieran Tierney, also Leno in goal. Kieran Tierney, Gabriel, David Luiz. I think he's fit, and I think he'll probably be back for this game. Then the wing backs, I will go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles on the right. I'll go with it's probably gonna have to be Saka. It's probably gonna have to be Saka now playing that wing back role. And then the two, because obviously we've got El Nene out and Thomas Partey out, he might go, because we were away from home, I would go with Xhaka and Willock. That's what I'd go with, Xhaka and Willock. The front three, it's got to be Pepe on the right, Aubameyang down the middle, and probably put Willian over on the left-hand side. Yeah, that's what I'll probably have to go with. Because I'm trying to think who else would play in that. I know we could have gone with, yeah, I think that's what we'll have to go with. Unless we, or we go with, let's start this again. Let's swap this around. Go with Bellerin then on the right wing back. Ainsley Maitland-Niles as the left wing back, and then push Saka further up. So he plays on the left-hand side of the three at the top, at the front, with Aubameyang down the middle and Pepe on the other side. So that's what I'm going to go with. So this is basically the side that I'm going to go with. Leno in goal, Kieran Tierney, Gabriel Magalhaes, David Luiz, left back, left wing back, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I think he needs to come in now. Right wing back, it'll have to be Bellerin, but it is what it is. In the two, I will go with Xhaka and Willock. Not much creativity right now, but this is how it is. And then the three up front is I'll go with Saka on the left, Aubameyang down the middle, and Pepe on the right-hand side. But we all know what's going to happen. We all know what's going to happen. He's going to play Willian, Aubameyang on the left, and Lacazette down the middle. But I just hope that this guy, if he's serious and he's apologise and whatever, he needs to be serious about how he's going to go with it. You can't put people like Willian in who's not in form. Lacazette who's not in form. We need to have a change. We need a Aubameyang down the middle, and hopefully we go there. My predicted score, I'm going with a 2-1 to Arsenal. That's my predicted score for the day. I hope that we get it, because we do definitely need a win. Because if we end up losing, mate, I tell you, there's going to be a lot of pressure on Mikel Arteta right now. And right now, the fan base is very much split in terms of, you know, wanting him in and people wanting him out. So we don't want it to get toxic like it was under Wenger and under, you know, Emery. We need a unified fan base, and going into this game, we need to be unified going into this game. So, yeah, I'm going to go with a 2-1 win to Arsenal, and hopefully come the review and the player ratings, you'll hopefully see a massive smile on my face. Listen, take care. Please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.